The average teenager now spends more time on social media than they do in school. But this isn't just about wasted time or distraction. It's an active, real-time experiment being conducted on the most rapidly changing brain on the planet. So, what actually happens when you plug a developing mind into a global machine engineered to capture and hold attention? The answer is written in the very wiring of their brain. For most of us, the conversation about teens and social media sounds familiar. It's the new town square, the new mall, the new endlessly long phone call. A place to connect, to belong, to just be. The worries are familiar too. Cyberbullying, privacy, and the dreaded fear of missing out. But these concerns, as valid as they are just the surface layer. They are symptoms of a much deeper interaction. To truly understand the impact of social media, we can't just look at the screen. We need to look inside the skull. Because the real story isn't about sociology, it's about neurobiology. The apps on your phone are speaking a language your brain's ancient reward system understands perfectly, and the adolescent brain is listening more closely than any other. Meet dopamine. It's often called the pleasure molecule, but that's not quite right. It's more accurately the motivation molecule. It's what makes you seek, want, and desire. Your brain releases dopamine not just when you get a reward, but in anticipation of a reward. And nothing drives this system better than unpredictability. This is the principle behind a slot machine. You pull the lever not knowing if you'll win. It's the maybe that keeps you hooked. Social media platforms are the most sophisticated slot machines ever created. Every time you post a photo, you're pulling a lever. Will you get likes, comments, a share? You don't know. This is called a variable reward schedule, and it's powerfully addictive. For the adolescent brain, this effect is supercharged. During adolescence, the brain's reward circuitry, particularly a region called the nucleus accumbens, is hypersensitive. Social validation and peer approval are treated like primary rewards, as crucial as food or water. Each notification, each like, is a dopamine hit, reinforcing the behavior and creating a compulsive loop of checking and posting. But it's not just about the dopamine rush. The story gets more complex when we look at the front of the brain. This is the prefrontal cortex, or PFC. It's your brain's CEO, responsible for impulse control, long-term planning, and understanding complex social cues. Crucially, the PFC is the very last part of the brain to fully mature, a process that continues well into your mid-20s. This creates a dangerous imbalance in the teenage brain. A high-powered, reward-seeking engine with an inexperienced driver at the wheel. Groundbreaking fMRI studies, like one from UCLA, have shown this in action. When teens saw that their own photos had a lot of likes, it activated their reward circuitry in the same way as seeing a loved one or winning money. Their PFC activity, however, was lower. They were more likely to conform and like photos that were already popular, regardless of the content. This suggests that the quantified, immediate, and often superficial feedback of social media may be shaping how the social brain itself develops. Real-world interaction is nuanced, ambiguous, and requires sophisticated PFC-driven interpretation. Online interaction is binary and immediate. The fear is that a brain developing on a diet of digital likes may struggle to process the complexities of real-world human connection. So, what does this all mean? It means we have a perfect storm.
a brain biologically primed for reward and social acceptance, an underdeveloped impulse control system, and a 24/7 environment designed to exploit that exact vulnerability. This mismatch helps explain the rising correlations between high social media use and increased rates of anxiety, depression, poor sleep, and body image issues among adolescents. Their sense of self-worth can become dangerously tethered to a volatile and artificial metric. So, is the solution to ban social media and throw away our phones? Probably not. That's like trying to put the genie back in the bottle. The solution is to arm ourselves and our teams with knowledge, to understand that these platforms aren't neutral, to have open conversations about why a like feels so good, and why that feeling is fleeting. It means consciously building habits that counteract the pull of the digital slot machine, scheduling offline time, turning off non-essential notifications, and prioritizing activities that build a robust sense of self-worth outside the digital world. This isn't about good versus bad, it's about awareness versus autopilot. It's about learning to be the master of our own minds, not letting an algorithm be the master of ours.
The teenage brain has always been a work in progress, but for the first time in history, its construction is happening in the presence of a powerful, persistent, and persuasive artificial intelligence. Understanding how social media interacts with our neurobiology isn't about creating fear, it's about empowering us to navigate this new world with our eyes wide open. If this video decoded something for you, hit subscribe and ring the bell to join us on our next exploration of the human mind. Because next time, we're asking, what really happens in your brain during a lucid dream? You won't want to miss it.